as many of you probably know, this NBA trade deadline was probably one of the biggest ones in NBA history. The only thing that even kind of reminds me of that is the first year that LeBron was with the Lakers, where they made like 50 trades at the deadline. And even when he was with the Cavs one time, they pretty much did the same thing. That was the only time, but that was really only one team making a lot of moves to try to get better. But this trade deadline was pretty much a lot of playoff contending teams making a lot of moves to get better. And this one individually that I will be going over is going to be the Josh Richardson to the New Orleans Pelicans trade. And basically what the trade package was for that trade to go down was the New Orleans Pelicans got Josh Richardson, while the San Antonio Spurs would get 4 second-round picks and Devontae Graham. Now, looking at it from both sides, the New Orleans Pelicans add a veteran wing that fits their system at a very nice level, and they kind of get what they wanted. Because if a lot of you know, the Pelicans were in rumors to get guys like OG Anunoby from the Raptors because they wanted to add another defensive-minded guy that can also score the basketball, and Josh Richardson is kind of just a lower version of OG Anunoby, and he really knows how to win. I'm sure he's going to like playing with the Pelicans because at their peak, they are a contending level team. Now, I don't know with how the Suns are, if they're still a contending level team in the West, but they're still a very high level team that Josh Richardson should enjoy playing on, and he kind of fits the mold of what they wanted to trade for in OG Anunoby. Just he isn't as good of an offensive player, but he is still a very solid 3-and-D guy. He can score the ball when he has to. He's a very solid defender. He's a 6'5" wing. He adds a lot of versatility to this roster and just a lot of depth that fits the system better than what Devontae Graham did. And then if you look at it from the San Antonio Spurs perspective, they probably just wanted to really get significant draft capital to improve their future in this rebuild that they're currently going through. And I do think they got that, because chances are at least 1 or 2 of those second round picks are going to end up being solid players for the Spurs. They're a very good drafting team. They've done it for years now. So second round picks to the San Antonio Spurs are extremely valuable. And then if you remember, Josh Primo was their young guard who they had to release off of the team at only 19 years old due to him just being weird around the females and the entire organization. So now at least they have a short-term kind of Primo replacement with Devontae Graham. Now, Graham might get bought out. He probably won't last more than a year on this team, but he is still a very solid player, and he can help you win games at times. When his offense is on, he's one of the best offensive players in the entire court. He's very good on that side of the ball, and even his defense has improved drastically going into the season. Because as a Pelicans fan myself, the first year we got him, he really was a horrible defender, and his offense was just hit or miss. But this year, his defense, although not like great, and he's not locking people down, he is no longer a liability on defense. He's a legitimate, solid defender that can also score the ball when he has to. So the Spurs, if they do keep Devontae Graham around, did get a very solid guard who is still only 27 years old. So overall, I think both teams got what they wanted. The Pelicans wanted to get a guy that fits their system more and adds a little bit more versatility to the roster, and that's exactly what Josh Richardson should provide for them. And it's not even like they took on a big contract. This is the last year of his contract, so if they don't like him, they can just let him walk in free agency as well. While the San Antonio Spurs wanted to kind of kickstart the rebuild and kind of make it even easier and even better for the future, while also maybe getting a okay player in return, and that is exactly what the Spurs were able to get. They're going to still be bad. They're still going to be contending for the number 1 overall pick, while also getting significant draft capital in the second round to build on into the future, or even have trade assets going into the future as well. Because this trade deadline has taught us anything, contending level teams or even playoff level teams could care less about their second round picks, because we have seen second round picks getting traded insane, like they're absolutely nothing. So I think for sure the Spurs did get better for the future in this trade, and they got what they wanted, and the Pelicans also got what they wanted. But I do want to hear what your thoughts in the comment section below are. Do you think that the Pelicans won? Do you think the Spurs won? Do you think both teams won? What team do you think got better? Do you think the Pelicans ended up getting a much better player? How much do you think it impacts them? I want to really hear all your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like the point, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I hope you have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. Be on the lookout for all the other trade videos as well, and hope you have a great day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, blah, blah.